Private prisons have come under heavy scrutiny after the so-called Facebook rapist Thabo Bester's brazen escape from a Mangaung facility. Some of South Africa's prisons are privately owned by multinational security contractors. We're now joined to talk more about this and the role of the State Security Agency with Lucas Muting, co-founder and project coordinator of Africa Criminal Justice Reform. Lucas, thank you very much for availing yourself this afternoon. So to our knowledge, there are only 2 private prisons. We understand they've got a contract of over or some 25 years. But there are also some sectors of society that are questioning the role of the State Security Agency now that he is a wanted man again. Is it a fair assessment that, or the questioning of where state security is in the country where this is concerned?
Yes, I think what it illustrates to us again is that whether a prison is operated by the private sector or by the public sector, it is not immune to governance failures. And the events at the Mangaung facility that's operated by G4S has over some years give rise for concern. So yes, we will have to wait and see what the investigation finds, and then we can make pronouncements on that.
You say over some years give rise to concern. What are those concerns for you, at least?
There was, if my memory serves me right, in 2013 there was some industrial action, and then the department took control over the prison for some 10 months. And then there was, I think in 2012, reports emerged about the excessive use of drugs to medicate prisoners, and this was reported to Parliament, and many allegations were made, but the fact remains is that there appears to have been some history of problems. And that's my initial point, that I don't think we should think that because the facility is run by the private sector that it's immune to problems. And similarly in the case of government prisons, we're well aware of the situation there.
Perhaps let's just go a couple of steps back, and you can tell us about the work that you do at Criminal Justice Reform.
We're a research and advocacy organization based at the Dalla Omar Institute at the University of the Western Cape, and we engage in a wide range of research and advocacy issues in South Africa as well as in the region.
As you mentioned, more information still needs to come out on this entire debacle in terms of, well, more information. Let's leave it at that. But in terms of your recommendations, especially with the work that you do, what do you perceive of how it has been handled by the relevant authorities, and what would you recommend?
I think the fact remains that when we look at how prisons are run, be they government or private, we need maximum transparency. And there's reason to believe that there's been suspicion around this issue for some time before the revelations became known more recently. And question must be asked around that. But it also points to the issue of accountability. So now we must ask, if there was an escape, who will be held accountable? And what sanctions can we expect in this regard?
Lucas Muting is the co-founder and project coordinator of Africa Criminal Justice Reform. Thank you very much for your time.